Yeah. So they're gonna sue Valken because Valken has swirls on their paintballs.
I bet you when the case comes.
Welcome to the United States of suing.
Yeah, and that's why we don't have paintball games like they do in Russia. So everyone's talking about it on the internet. I know we've been talking about it. GI Sports lawsuit.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's
Wow. Okay.
Lame.
First of all, let's. They're suing. What exactly are they suing for? They,
Swirl.
Yes. They are suing because they put a swirl on their paintball, and a random swirl, by the way.
Now, was it like a specific color too? A swirl with a specific color?
I have to, when we get to the hotel, I have to read. We can print out the lawsuit. So it was just a little pre-talk right here. But yes, suing another paintball company because of a swirl is not going to grow the sport.
All they're gonna do is hurt Valken.
Yes. First of all, now you guys are spending money on lawyers instead of spending money on research and development.
Promoting the sport would help.
Promoting the sport would help. That money you're spending on lawyers could go into making a better paintball.
Donating money to like different field owners, events, promotion.
Yes.
Charity events.
So this whole, let's not be like Apple and start suing everyone like, oh look, their phone is rectangular like us, or we have the patent on things being round, and that's just, it's not helping anybody. Now, it does make GI Sports look ugly. I mean, right now I don't want to purchase anything having to do with GI Sports.
I'm not wearing my knee pads this weekend. That's a fact. I mean,
yeah,
It's a mistake.
I was gonna buy GI Sports arm pads, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just stick with my Empires until they finally rip in half.
So who are they gonna sue next?
Yeah.
If they're gonna sue them over a little ball.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. So this is action for breach of contract and infringement of GI's trade dress rights in the Federal Register, Marbleizer trade dress in violation. Federal unfair competition. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that their paintball with the swirl looks too much like their Marbleizers.
Really?
I mean, Marbleizer's a good paint, but I don't think it's a good enough paint.
So if I go to like New Jersey and I run into a guy that looks just like me and he's like my twin, do I sue him?
Yeah. Well, that guy has a truck, and that has a truck bed, so let's sue them. Now here's something GI Sports needs to understand. When they released marbles back in the 1950s and 60s, those marbles had swirls too.
Uh-oh.
You don't own the patent on swirls. I mean, we should call the marble company right now and have them sue you.
Wise words from Ivinsky.
But yeah, that's just, that's,
I wonder if we can get contacts, contact lenses with the swirl.
yeah.
Are we gonna get sued?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just suing other companies. The reason why you guys are suing is because there's something else going on that we don't know about. Maybe your guys' everyone knows that you guys' paintballs aren't as good as Valken's. And Valken has some pretty good paintballs. So that's not instead of suing, get your team to make better paintballs and compete.
I mean, how much is this worth anyways? Are you suing for money? I mean,
yeah.
Suing just for them to stop.
Is there restitution involved?
Yeah.
But like Ivan said, it's like, look at this. The lawyers that are getting $300 to $400 an hour to go through this process.
Yes.
I want to know what the end budget is on this. And the court filing all these fees.
And to the judge, please just throw this case out the door. This is just...
Yeah, the judge is going to go a swirl.
Yeah.
A swirl.
Next thing you know, you can't use that color paint.
I remember in the 1980s when I was a little kid, you can go to the store and buy this stuff, and you can blow it up into a big giant bubble with lots of swirls on it. The swirl is not I don't think you can patent it.
It's like trying to patent.
The thing is, if
color.
Valken did sign an agreement saying that they wouldn't copy.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is if they actually agreed way back when, if Valken was in breach of contract, then there might be some sort of justice in a sense of, hey, we told you not to, you agreed that you wouldn't, so maybe just take them off the market, but don't sue.
Yeah, that's just...
What are you going to try and do, hurt your competitor? Oh! Our cricket!
Camera down.
Camera
down.
So, yes.
Valken makes really good paint, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to try and knock down your competitor because they make something better than you.
Yeah. So
But we don't know too much about this whole story, and I hope it's not as...
This is just our thoughts.
We're speculating and we're assuming, but
Yep. So
it's not good for the industry, irregardless.
Yeah, that's not good for the industry. It's from right now. There's a lot of people grumbling on the internet, so I can see sales going down for GI Sports.
Yeah,
you're hurting yourself.
People are gonna pick boycott.
Yeah.
You don't want to boycott.
Exactly.
That's not helping the industry.
Yep. That's our thoughts, man. This is Ivinsky's. That's the Beast. We
got Showtime.
Showtime.
Rare appearance, but...
Yeah.
Camera.